Good morning, folks. Lee, the Pit Village Trader, with a Tuesday morning update. This is a good one, and because it touches on one of the, in fact, the most important aspect of trading that you will come across ever. It is the single most important thing, and that is, how do you deal with this? How do you deal with things that don't seem to be going your way? What does it take to get over these psychological battles? Well, the simple answer is, if, as in this case, I mean, look, everything is running against me at the moment, but that's fine. That's fine, because I have a wider view of things and a somewhat rational, non-signal based way of looking at things, quite distant. And probably the only reason I logged in today to have a look at this was because I've committed to providing you with updates and information, and that hopefully helps you get through some of these challenges as well. So so we've seen the profit for the day. It's running at a current loss, and this is the reason why. There's two reasons why markets move, and you can find, I've done a video about that, and it's in my video entitled "What Really Moves the Financial Markets," and the answer, summarized, is greed and fear. We only trade to make money, right? Forget excitement and lifestyle, the thrill, adrenaline, because it's a good job, it sounds good. Throw all of that out the window. Throw it away. You trade to make money. The same reason everyone else does. Okay, people invest in stocks and shares because they want to make a return on that investment. It is greed. It's driven by greed, and all trading is the same. Even from the very high levels, when you've got sovereign wealth funds buying countries, it's all driven by greed, that need to have more. And of course, when one person buys more, another person loses or has to sell. So you've got these two market forces. That's generally what it is. So what's happened here then? Okay, back to this. So rent to kill initial. So I'm in a losing position. I went long on this position. My reasons for going long was quite clear. I bought on strength. As I've said, there's two main rules for me. I buy on strength and I sell on weakness. It's as simple as that. I don't really get involved beyond that. And up here is where I bought, which was pretty much the highest price this share has been at in its entire time on the market. So some people would wait for a reversal to try and catch these swings here, things like this, where we're in a little bit of a downtrend. Some people like to trade like that. In fact, most people tend to look for those reversal signals and then get in then. I prefer to do the complete opposite and just buy things when they're going up and sell things when they're going down. And that is, go with the flow, kind of follow the natural cycle of things. Anyway, so what actually happened with this one? So we've two primary market forces, greed and fear. Greed has driven us to this point here. It's the highest point that this share price has been at. So those people that have made profits are now afraid that they're going to give up those profits, so they're selling, and that's what drives the price down. In the mix of all of that, you've got automated this and that, and algorithms and robots and high frequency traders, and huge pension funds and wealth funds obviously looking to cash in and sell off. So that's what causes these little sell-offs. When we start to get down to sort of this moving average line, somewhere around about here, that stop actually looks a little bit tight. We're probably going to see some kind of run a bit further down, I would think. So what will tend to happen is we'll have all of these high frequency robot traders kicking in to continue to help this price down. We'll have we'll have people selling off. Basically, retail traders will be selling off because they're afraid to give up their gains. Then at some point, obviously, this is going to spin because the greed's going to come back in. People are going to remember that this is actually a very, very strong stock, and we're going to start buying it again. So when you're in this position here, unless you have a severe change in direction, you just need to hold it, as I say, until round about here, which is another 31 points away, and get back into that trend. So that I just wanted to mention that, like, just kind of distance yourself from it a little bit. Don't get drawn into it, sucked into it too much. And same thing for, there's another one that's running the same here. It's a great example. Very strong share, very strong stock. Never been higher than what it is now. That's why I bought. Then we have the fear kick in. People don't want to give up those gains. We have a short, we have a short, quick drop in share price. Robots and things will start kicking in around these average lines where they've been programmed to kick in, and retail traders will start to see this is a possible resistance line, and then the greed will come back in, and we will see this continue up. So again, although this position is shown quite a significant loss, it's not a significant loss, it's a little loss for me, but it's at this moment in time, it's nothing, it's fine. Key group again, yeah, we talked about this yesterday. It's a weak share. I've got no reason to be long this. You might get tiny little few day runs, but it's not really the kind of trading that I'm interested in, because that would be too high frequency for me, for my lifestyle. It would be too into it. I like to place a trade and walk away. So it's kind of a longer term view of things, I suppose. And yeah, not really much to say about that one. And similar for this one. This one, it was a little bit different because it experienced a gap down, so there was a different mechanism that drove me opening this position. So we will hold that for a little while, but it will probably be a short-term hold. And that's really just what I wanted to mention today, because obviously when you log into your account and you think, what's going on, and then that fear kicks in, the fear, those two motivating factors, and you suddenly, you get out. We do want to get out of our losing positions as quickly as we can, but at the same time we have to understand that there is certain variations and volatility in markets that we have to be positioned to ride out. Otherwise we'll always end up getting stopped out too quickly. And the key trick to it is once you're through that period where you're out of that turn against your position, and then your position turns into a positive position, then the trick is to hold it and ride it as long as you can, and that's what you will see happen over the next month or so with these positions. You'll see them start to turn in my favor. All right, that's all for today. I hope you're all having an amazing day. I hope you had an amazing night. I hope you're being excellent to your family, and be happy and trade well, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.